more likes are kin to him, but I'm hoping today, because the official sale of that piece was on the 7th, you tell them that I hope it eats that fucking bitch alive. Because they got maybe $3,000 of that property, but somebody's got a loan for $487,000 to try to build a $500,000 house on that piece that, I hope falls off the goddamn bank. I hope her greed eats her and everybody else. Had she taken my offer, which is way over what the fuck anybody deserved and what that property's worth, because unless ours comes with it, it ain't worth a goddamn fuck. And they can't build on it. I just want to make that clear. And she knew. Here's the thing. I just want to let everybody know, because I'm just at the point where I'm going to start shit and I'll burn the goddamn creek down.
Really?
They knew what they were selling. Somebody needs to maybe whisper that for the first time in history of Beach Creek, people are tired of out-of-fucking staters and out-of-towners thinking they're going to move the fuck in there and do this bullshit. I've never seen anybody move on top of anybody else that wasn't family inside of the country like this, but here we are. That there are people that have already signed statements saying that she called them months prior to listing, and she was well informed of what she was selling, knew that our springs and our well, which I've already been assured will not be built on top of by the permit guy and the courthouse. So these people, when they show up and the bank's not done their due diligence, and Joey fucking Hahn with Clinch Mountain Realty, and this dumb bitch knew what she was selling and was offered the surveys, which we pulled out of our goddamn closet since they're all family. And let's make no mistake, before y'all go whispering at Beach Creek, but Andy and them and everybody else, they're all fucking kinfolk. And that's why that existed in our closet, along with our neighbors who has theirs framed, and we now have ours also in a frame. Knew what she was selling. She didn't get anywhere near the asking price. And if her and Sarah had simply taken our fucking cash offer, including the offer to go ahead, which is, I mean, it's like our neighbors told her it ain't even worth fucking $400 an acre. It's not. It ain't shit. But I offered her way more than that cash, and to pay the fines and shit for pulling out from the realty place if she just stopped the goddamn sale and took it. I hope she enjoys that $3,000 or $4,000 cash she got. Either way, she's getting ready to be sued by whoever just bought that fucking shit, and I really don't give a good goddamn. That being said, it's been a hell of a week. It is what it is. Was that just Jennifer that walked in there? Is that Jennifer over there?
I don't know.
I feel like it is.
Looks like it was.
I need her to go in a fucking week, and I'm just kind of laughing, because had she taken our fucking offer cash under the, because here's the thing, they ended up taking, because they were smart people, and she's apparently not, and she ended up taking our fucking, because hers was cash talks, because she knew what was up, and she's trying to fuck taxes too, whatever. I was like, look, I give you what the fuck ever, you can do whatever you want to do. After that, she didn't do that. And they apparently asked her for repairs and costs, right? Because if you know what you're doing in real estate, land sales, or anything else, you know what to ask for after somebody's taking your offer and you're negotiating at the last steps. They've taken off $7,000. Looks like it's sold for $11,000, which is blasphemy, but I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure that if you call the IRS, all that's not reported, and everybody's taxes will look a little funky. So I'm sure there's cash otherwise. But the point is people would have made more had they just taken our fucking shit. And none of this would be happening, and people wouldn't be in danger. I really don't give a good
people wouldn't be in danger.
That being said, it doesn't matter how long they're there. They're going. Is that Jennifer over there? $4,000 cash she got. Either way, she's getting ready to be sued by whoever just bought that fucking shit, and I really don't give a good goddamn. That being said, it's been a hell of a week. It is what it is. Was that just Jennifer that walked in there? Is that Jennifer? I feel like it is. But anyway, it's been a really weird fucking week, and I'm just kind of laughing, because had she taken our fucking offer cash under the, because here's the thing, they ended up taking, because they were smart people, and she's apparently not, and she ended up taking our fucking, because hers was cash talks, because she knew what was up, and she's trying to fuck taxes too, whatever. I was like, look, I give you what the fuck ever, you can do whatever you want to do. After that, she didn't do that.
People's
and
going to do it Jodie's
they
way or they're
apparently
going to pay.
asked her for repairs and costs, right? Because if you know what you're doing in real estate, land sales, or anything else, you know what to ask for after somebody's taking your offer and you're negotiating at the last steps. They've taken off $7,000. Looks like it's sold for $11,000, which is blasphemy, but I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure that if you call the IRS, all that's not reported, and everybody's taxes will look a little funky. So I'm sure there's cash otherwise. But the point is people would have made more had they just taken our fucking shit. And none of this would be happening, and people wouldn't be in danger. And I really don't give a good goddamn. That being said, it doesn't matter how long they're there, they're going to eventually fall off the fucking bank even if they're allowed to build, which I'm sure might be the case considering Hawkins County's all about trying to break up big tracts of land and displease people and, I don't know, whatever the fuck. But I hope in a little part of me that she really only made $3,000 or $4,000 of that shit when she could have had fucking a shit ton more than that. For after somebody's taking your offer and you're negotiating at the last steps. They've taken off $7,000. Looks like it's sold for $11,000, which is blasphemy, but I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure that if you call the IRS, all that's not reported, and everybody's taxes will look a little funky. So I'm sure there's cash otherwise.
And
But
this is the land that JD bought.
Making more had they just taken our fucking shit. And none of this would be happening, and people wouldn't be in danger. And I really don't give a good goddamn. That being said, it doesn't matter how long they're there, they're going to eventually fall off the fucking bank even if they're allowed to build, which I'm sure might be the case considering Hawkins County's all about trying to break up big tracts. But I hope in a little part of me that she really only made $3,000 or $4,000 of that shit when she could have had. It's been a hell of a few weeks. The radiation shit sucks. I start full out in the next week or two. I don't think I'm going to like this. And then I hear, what was it they said? The sunburns, and they'll make sure to give me shit from my throat. Whatever. But I get a cool, keepsake mask, so that's pretty neat. I feel like I go to Disney World for all the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yay, I went to the fucking theme park. Anyway, and since I know some of you all seem to be, I know a few of y'all work for Ballad. And I know a couple of y'all, there's some shit that's happened that makes me think a couple people on pages want to be little snitching bitches for the people they work for that are fucking them and our community. In particular, in my case, I'm not going to say too much about it, but I will tell you that the other day, I had some weird son of a bitch follow me all the way out to my car, 2 levels below, wait on me. Now look, this is weird enough to where, I mean, if you're female,
with all this mouth running
and I ain't
she's
even
doing.
cute no more. Let me tell you that. You see this hair and if you're female, you know the looks. You know what the fuck's up. This ain't nice. This ain't I'm trying to be helpful. This is not I'm trying to be a medical professional. Hours. I go to the bathroom. I come back after I told the lady that I would. I had to use the restroom before I come back give a shit. This dude's still in there because I thought, well, maybe he's taking a break. He'll get down on Starbucks. He'll go on. This dude gives me a fucking tour through Holston Valley like I have never been there before. And granted, my shit's usually up in Johnson City. Something's happened. They're moving some of my stuff down here. But this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen, experienced. I was like, holy shit, is this where we're at, really? So I come back to Starbucks to get my shit on. I walk 2 levels down and all the way out of the parking garage because I'm not technically parked in the parking garage. All the way out of the parking garage because I'm not technically parked in the parking garage.
Sorry, guys.
Y'all, it's been rough. To where my muscles and shit ain't working and shit's going real bad. I'm off my out there and be like, hey, why don't you just give me the dick? Why don't you stop and ask me out for a date? Now, we don't really do that too much, but we know the drill, right? These guys pulled that shit on me. Dropped pins in my car in a place that I couldn't really get them good to where I had to lean over. The entire car surrounded. I'm not talking about 5, 10, 15, but 50 men.
These are the tree cutters that was cutting trees at Don's property.
And then every day it's them honking there. Like this morning, me and my daughter were sitting there, and there they were again honking. And I don't know why. They've got the number to call him, so if anything, because there's certain trees that are not to come down. There's been all kinds of shit going on through there. They're running electric companies to run the main lines again to cut the trees down, right? That's what it is, around them. But there's other things going there that are 3 companies in one. It's all fucking bizarre. But I told him, I was like, the helicopters aren't going to cut them down with the chainsaws. These things have been here since his family settled Rogersville. some of the first settlers in Tennessee were not cutting those fucking trees. And so that was that. But I had to drop pins in this fucking car and be weird. And I'm on me too when I'm all like, hey, I've been raped, I know what it's like. This shit's getting real weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I bet you don't.
But this shit's like making me sketch.
Right.
And I'm never sketch, but whatever, right?
Shit.
Yeah, don't even look at me. You heard me. But fresh babies are fresh babies. And, I mean, irradiated currently, and no more babies for me, but too many surgeries couldn't probably help me anyway, and if something was wrong, I'd smother him with a fucking pillow. But definitely, I don't want to have to go through amniocentesis to see what the fuck's wrong, or risks, or whatever, and then abortions and whatnot.
I guess it would be easier to buy a baby,
So
huh?
we're going to call it a day, be retired. Both my kids will be grown by the time I'm 40, and I'm going to sail off into the fucking sunset, y'all. Besides, ain't no point in thinking about babies. Dying of cancer. But they sure do smell good. Fresh babies. And when I was 8 months old, he still smells fresh. He was cute. My thyroid medicine is not filled with go kill yourself. The only way I got them to pay fucking attention was by stopping my medicine. So I'd say now, 27.5 pounds in a week or so, and then lost 7 in 2 weeks. So if that's not me, I don't give a fuck what's happening in my world. I'll be goddamned if I go through this much shit in my whole ass life, like most people, because I'm not special. Everybody goes through shit, but I'm not a weak little bitch, and we don't play that game. So, I'll be goddamned. And, I mean, look, unless I'm absolutely dying, it's emotions versus mentality versus, physical shit. It needs to, you can't, be all like, oh, God, and then trying to heal. It doesn't work that way with your immune system.
Right, so quit whining.
That's not me. When it comes time, I'll do what I gotta do, and I'll do what I was taught, which is walk off into the fucking sunset, and that's fine. Right now, I am not gonna think like that, especially because of fucking medicine, so I hope somebody in fucking ballot has a plan and sits up and pays attention in a few weeks when I can have my fucking medicine, my pelvis area, and this and the other. Everything's still in my lymphatic system. I don't know. I'm trying not to sleep on my arm, and I'm gonna get asshole home so he can sleep, because but if it's one of y'all and I know that I can trust you, trust your people, trust your word, that's fine. I'll throw you something for finding somebody. But yeah. Anyway, and last word, that little feral kitty cat I got is the most amazing critter I've ever had as far as feral kitty cats go. The biggest personality I've ever seen. And I assume in the next few days when I feel okay, I'm gonna go try. But that's where we're at. So anyway, yeah, all I'm saying is give feral kitties a chance. They're lovely. Opinions in between. Bye, guys.
Nobody would be in danger had they sold the land to her. Right? Because all they're worried about is the property taxes going up once these out-of-towners come in and buy the land for $11,000, $12,000, $13,000, $14,000, $15,000, $16,000, $17,000. Property taxes go up. So, if they make a big crime happen, the man sells cheap. You follow me?